All right, so one of the first things that I'll do when it comes to getting a dropshipping business up and running is that I would need to find a successful store that's selling a product successfully. And there's so many different ways that you can do that, but one of the ways that you can do it is by using AutoDS. So I've just logged into my account and I'm going to click on the winning product section. And on this page, they're going to be able to show you all of the products that every single dropshipper is having success with right now as we speak. And there's so many different products that you can choose from, but the interesting thing about using AutoDS is that you're going to be able to click into any one of these different products. So I'm going to click into this one over here. And if you scroll down slightly once you're on this page, you're going to be able to go directly to the Shopify seller that's currently selling the item right now. And of course, from this point, you can take a look at exactly how they've structured the product page. You can see what other items they're selling, and you can just generally get an idea of how they've built their store so that you can essentially apply the same tactics to your own store. All right, so now that I'm aware that portable car tire pumps are currently doing well according to AutoDS, the next thing that I need to do is go over to Google Trends and see if people are searching for the specific keyword. And as you guys can see just by looking at the chart, ever since 2012, more and more people have been going onto Google to search for car tire pumps, which is a strong indicator that if we did build a store around this product, we've got an increased chance of being successful. But of course, before we even think about building a store, we need to make sure that we're going to be able to source the item that we're doing product research on. So what I quickly do at this stage is to go onto AliExpress and see if I'm going to be able to find a similar product to sell. And of course, I don't like to use AliExpress over the long term. I only like to use it during the testing phase. But when I do go onto it, one of the key things that I'm looking out for is, of course, the price of the item. I want to make sure that I'm going to be able to get profit, but I also look at the estimated delivery time. So as you can see, this supplier is going to be able to get the product to the customer within 15 days. This one's 15 days as well. This one's 12 days. And there's even some suppliers that's going to be able to get it to the customer within 5 days. But whatever the case is, I just scroll through here, try and find the exact same item that I'm looking to sell. And I also look for the one that has the lowest delivery time as well as the one that has decent reviews. And once I have made a decision to sell any one of these different products, the next step that I'll take after that is to start building out my Shopify website. And if I was really in a position where I was considering to build a brand new dropshipping business, I would use this discount over here because I'm going to be able to have access to Shopify for the next 3 months. And all I'm going to have to do is pay around £1 or $1 for those 3 months instead of me paying the $100. And to be honest with you, I wish I had this discount when I first started building Shopify stores many years ago, because back then I was starting off with a low budget, so it would have made the whole process a lot more easier. So if you wanted to benefit from this discount too, make sure that you use the link in my description down below. So once I finish with the entire process of building out my store, designing it, making sure that everything works as it should, I'm not going to bore you with all of that in today's video because this video is going to end up being 2 hours long if I showed you all of that. But the next thing that I'll do is now go back onto AliExpress, make sure that I've got the AutoDS extension tool turned on, and then what I'll do is click into the item that I'm considering to sell. So let's say if I was looking to dropship this one over here, what I'll do is just copy the URL just like this, then go back over to my AutoDS account, click on add products, click on single product, and then just paste the URL in there just like that, and then click on edit now. And from this point, it's going to be a simple case of me updating the title if I want to, as well as looking at the variants. If I'm happy with that, perfect. Removing any images that I don't want to be there. You know, if I want to make, let's say, this one the main image, all I can simply do is just drag it in there just like that. I can also add any image that I want to by clicking on this option over here. Then finally, what I'll do is go over to the item specification section, go through all of this, make sure that everything is how I want it to be, remove any information that I don't want to be there. And of course, I'm running through this fairly quickly just to show you it as an example. And if I was seriously looking to list this product on my store, I'm going to spend a lot more time to make sure that all of the details are 100% correct. But hypothetically speaking, if I was 100% happy with everything, the images, the information, what I'm going to do from that point is click on save and import. And if I just log into the back end of my Shopify store, as you can see, the exact same product has now been listed on my store ready for customers to buy. So I can now click into it just like this. And from here, I'm going to be able to make any changes that I want to. So I can either do it here or I could do it directly on AutoDS. It doesn't really matter, but this is basically the process that I would use when it comes to listing an item on my Shopify store. And the reason why I believe that using something like AutoDS is beneficial is because you're going to be able to connect the product on your website directly to the AliExpress listing, which means that AutoDS is going to know exactly what product that you want to drop ship, so that whenever a new order comes in, you're going to be able to set up the fulfillment features on the back end of your AutoDS account, which means that you're not going to have to sit there copy and paste in your buyer's information every single time a new order comes in, which in my opinion makes the whole dropshipping process a lot more smoother. So if you did want to sign up for a 30-day trial with AutoDS as well, you can do that by clicking the link in my description down below. Alright, so once I'm at the point where I found the product, I'm completely happy with it, I've also built my store, I've designed it in the best possible way, and I've also listed the product onto my store, the next thing that I'll personally do is use Google Shopping ads when it comes to driving traffic to my website. And just like with everything else I've spoken about in this video, there's multiple different things that you need to be aware of when it comes to using Google Shopping ads. You need to make sure that you've got the right app connected to your Shopify store. You also need to make sure that you've signed up for a Google ad account, as well as doing some other things. But once you have been approved for a Google ad account, this is a similar page to what you're going to see. So I've just logged into my one and I'm going to click on new campaign just to kind of give you an idea of what goes into setting up a Google Shopping ad. So one of the first questions that Google's going to ask you is, what is your campaign objective? And they're going to give you all of these different options to choose from. Whether you're looking to generate sales, get leads, website traffic, product and brand consideration, etc., etc., you're going to have all of these different options to choose from. But when it comes to using Google Shopping ads, you need to click on sales. Then you're going to be asked to select a campaign type. So you can either click on search, performance max, display, but of course we're looking to set up a shopping ad. Then there's going to be all of these additional questions that you need to answer. For example, what bidding strategy do you want to use? What is your daily budget? Whether you want your product to appear on the search network? What locations are you targeting? The day that you want the campaign to start and end, as well as how much you're willing to pay for every single click. And of course, this was a summarized version of everything you need to know. I just wanted to give you the key things that I wish someone told me when I first started, because it would have made the whole process a lot more easier. But if you want me to make a more detailed video on this topic, then put in the comments down below, do the Google ad video, and I'll get onto that ASAP. But in the meantime, if you wanted a little bit more information on how I was able to get to my first $1,000 in profit every single day with one of my first ever Shopify stores using Google Shopping ads, then you can watch a completely free webinar by clicking the link in my description down below. And if you also want to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago where I break down step by step what you need to know when it comes to finding a winning product that can make you $10,000 every month, then click the link right there. Make sure you check that out straight after this one, because it's already helped out so many people and I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.